Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play. Joining me for this one is the Reaver of Jill Sandwiches.
Hello there.
This one's been a while coming. A classic Metal Gear Solid.
One could say one of the games responsible for Kojima.
Yes, I recently did a Kojima game as well. Sort of related to this. And we get some nice little intro scene here to set the mood. And this version I'm playing is on the Masters Collection, which was gifted to me by Titan Gaming.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
And that just gives a bit of a background what's going on here. Well, what happened there? How did... With the main thing?
You missed something, yeah.
I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
And there goes Cam Clark, innit?
Liquid Snake. Other than a difference in skin tone, he could be my twin. Background murky, but one thing's for sure. He's the enemy. The solid versus the liquid. This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take it to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you.
Not many guards here. This should be easy. And the elevator's back. Time to make my move.
Yeah, so what did you think of the mixing?
He says that. But we still
Yeah.
gotta wait for the elevator.
Maybe it's like just started on its way back down or something. Go in the water and you can get a free ration.
All right. Hopefully this goes better than your
Alright.
test recordings.
At this point, I've played this part so many times.
Yeah, I remember this. I think you were playing
Yeah.
it on emulator.
yeah.
Memory serves.
That was fun. No save states here, my friend.
Nope.
What was that noise?
What was that noise?
I do like you basically sneaking in with no weapons or anything. Yeah.
I love the music in this game. It's a shame they didn't keep it in
Yeah.
the remake.
I do.
Hopefully, if they remake
Yeah.
this, hopefully they
I
keep
do
it.
like the lady's vocals at the beginning. You know when she, yeah.
Oh yeah, good shit.
Hey, the hearing me splashing the puddles. We're gonna hide behind here till that lift comes, Snake. You said it was here.
Yeah, Snake. What the hell?
There's another ration down there, but we'll be okay.
You're kind of limited in how
yeah,
many you can carry,
can
anyways.
like 2 at this point.
Plus, in this game, if you need to use them outside of bosses, you're probably doing
Yeah.
something wrong, anyways.
And
That's my
yeah,
impression,
and,
at least.
I had a ton of rust on this game. I ended up with a silly rank like Bat. That's the code name I got. That was funny. Oh, I have got 2 rations. Nice.
Yeah, I can't talk trash. The one time I completed this
Yeah.
game, I cheated it, so I used a Game Shark, so I had the invisibility suit.
Yeah, when I went back to do the Metal Gear fight, it only killed me the one time, and I got through it the second time, and then I had a good run at the end of the game. But that's a while for you guys at home.
Nice. Yeah, not really a spoiler that we're gonna have to fight a Metal
Yeah.
Gear at some point. Now that could change in something like Metal Gear Solid 2, but that's
Yes,
neither here nor there.
especially the NES version. See,
Oh, if we're going that route, yeah.
I pulled it off without getting killed that time. No save states.
Hey.
This version though does have the integral version on, but you have to download the Japanese language pack for it to unlock on the main version.
almost too easy. But I've got a feeling things are about to get trickier. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Naomi here, Snake. How's the suit working out?
If it wasn't for your suit and that shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out here.
All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using the anti-freezing peptide.
By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Wow, he must be crazy to fly a hind in that kind of weather.
Who's that?
Sorry, that's Mei Ling. She designed your codec as well as your Soliton radar system.
Use the Soliton to avoid the guards, but be careful. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision. The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS-transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
If you want to get in, avoid the front door. There's too much risk of being spotted. What about the air duct?
One sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
I'll let you decide the best course of action. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Looks clear.
Remember, you need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
Yeah, that one was a little awkward to edit, that one.
So nothing about his
Yeah.
smokes.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you,
I
Snake.
think I might have
Alright.
took that out of this version where it mentions cigarettes, you know, like, because they're all anti-cigarette and whatnot these days.
Well, for those of you at home, he has cigarettes that
Yeah.
he smuggled around. I assume in his
Aye.
prison pocket.
And did.
Oh,
Yeah,
good
yeah,
job.
I told you I'm the best at stealth action, getting caught every 5 seconds. Ah!
It's weird you
Yeah.
can't take their guns.
That resets the counter. I try to kill as little as possible with the guards if I don't have to kill them. I'll just like knock them out.
Okay. I mean, they're terrorists, so, you know. I'd be going
Yeah.
on a murder spree, but then again, I know
Yeah.
who these guys are.
I just thought it like had a little extra challenge for me.
Okay. I mean, I'm not judging. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's what I would do. You do you, brother.
Yeah, these spotlights always get me though. I really suck at getting past them.
You need a cardboard
don't
box.
get it just yet. So we'll throw a
Alright.
chaff grenade in here.
I didn't realize there were multiple ones that.
Oh yeah.
Surveillance camera?
They are multiple boxes, and you can use them vans to get around to different parts of the base with them.
Yeah, you use it as a
Yeah.
fast travel. I learned that from Skeleton Crusaders Let's Play
With his,
of this game.
Yeah,
His second Let's
with
Play,
his,
where he had the same problems as
the
his
frozen
original.
nuclear bomb pictures.
Yep. Yeah, if you want to emulate this game, use DuckStation. Don't use any
Yeah,
other emulator because it can come across a
yeah.
bit wonky.
So I did get up to the point on DuckStation where it was, and it did.
And our boy here, the games librarian, did test play this on DuckStation, and it
Yeah.
worked perfectly.
It's like,
So it works on DuckStation.
indeed.
Which point of ingress are you looking to go
The
with?
upper route. I've already been spotted, so the guards aren't gonna have
Okay.
that special dialogue. So. Oh well.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't show everything.
Oh yeah.
Good
But
job.
this alert phase ends as soon as you get into that duct. Because it's a loading screen.
Shaft.
Taking advantage of
Okay.
old school mechanics.
And I'm going to laugh because I said shaft.
Shift. Yep.
And no, I wasn't referencing the old TV show, although you could do that too. And that would be acceptable. You gotta love these facilities that have these
Oh, yeah.
gigantic vents.
It has to be big enough for a man to crawl through.
Oh yeah.
I changed that master call because there's a later scene that I want him in where Snake's actually talking to him, but it's not till later in the graphic novel, so that call will show up, but not just yet.
Right. Okay.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell? Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. See, he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
It's
I really hate
Yeah.
that type of writing where somebody responds repeating what the previous person said in the form of a
well,
question.
that's Kojima for you.
Yeah, if I ever do this game, I'm going to cut a lot of that. Because it's
I only
annoying.
left that in because it's relevant to the plot, so we know where the DARPA chief is. But then again, it is over 20 years old game.
Oh no, I'm not questioning
Yeah.
you for leaving that in. I'm just complaining about
Yeah.
the writing style. That's nothing to do with you.
Hey, it's some rations at the end of this vent shaft for some reason.
It's a shame that Snake isn't as quick as
Oh, yeah.
Gabe Logan.
He
crawling
flies
around
through
through
like
these
a
things.
rocket. And that code
Oh,
that
yeah.
called there was press the action button to climb down the ladders. I won't leaving that in. There was no dialogue for this one.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Oh man.
Thank you,
Hey.
Mr. State the Obvious.
Yeah, there was no optional dialogue I could swap that piece out with, so that gets left in. So it will be a mix of
It's
that
fine.
and the
Yeah, people understand. That's cool. No worries.
right.
And if somebody does have a problem with that, well, they can go screw themselves.
I'm trying something a little different with this playthrough, so like,
Dude, I much
Yeah.
appreciate that. Those are my favorite playthroughs to work on, the ones where I come up with something a little different
'cause
than what
Yeah.
everybody else is doing. I'm working on Tenchu 3 right now, and I have an idea of what I want to do with that, but it's going to be a pain to get accomplished. And I'm probably going to have to use creative missions from that PSP game.
yes,
Get that to happen.
We did have fun with that on an earlier Tenchu game you did, making that extra mission that then That was fun.
Oh, I made at least 3 or 4 extra
Yeah.
missions in that one. Ooh. Don't get spotted.
Nah, you good one, see.
Don't get spotted.
It's the guards. Now,
I about made a terrible joke there, and I'm glad I didn't because I don't need to cause your video problems.
this game,
Dude, me and Tim are doing the Warriors with Thor for his channel, and it is so tough for me to not say certain
Yeah.
jokes I want to make. But since it's Thor's playthrough, I don't want to screw over his videos. And it's
it
tough.
can be. Right, so I had to move away from the elevator there because that guard was coming up, but I did hit the button, so the door should be open.
Hey, a tank.
No,
We won't see
not
that
at all.
later.
It's just there for decorations.
Oh,
Yay.
decoration. Yeah.
A nice thing about dual commentary, it doesn't seem like it takes forever.
Indeed.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the
Thanks,
DARPA
Melee.
chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
It's good you're going with the graphic novel because, as you folks can tell, the accents for the original version of this game, well, in 2025,
Yes.
some might complain. I think it's hilarious.
It's endearing.
It is. It's like me and one of the folks in the Discord that I chat with. He and I were talking about how gaming around this time was a lot more innocent. Just in that they could fuck up, and it was kind of endearing when they would screw up.
Oh, kind of damn.
I'd much rather see a girl in her underwear.
They have made a surprising change to Johnny. You'll see when we get to that point. Yeah, that guy's called Johnny. He does show up in a few different Metal Gear games. I'm supposedly they're his ancestors, especially like in Snake Eater.
Yeah, he marries someone we're
Yeah.
about to meet, right?
Well, if you watch my police notes, you've already met her.
True. You know, if I did that game, I would have to do a lot of extra work because I would
Yeah,
add English voices.
that is,
for
and it's
that.
quite a long game, and there was a few things that tripped me up, like disarming that bloody bomb.
I was working on some Resident Evil 0 with Titan Gaming, and I sent him a link to the AI voice
Ah, nice.
program I use.
Why she got a knife scarab on the back of her belt?
And why doesn't she have? Why does she have her pants on?
You'll see her without them later. I do manage to get that scene.
Okay. Okay.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes. They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But What about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find
Yeah,
President
that one
Baker.
was a tricky one to use for the graphic novel because he's doing a lot of other stuff and he's basically locked in a cell, so...
Yeah, no worries. Oh no, the guy had a heart attack. What are we gonna do? I guess mess around with his cell. I guess that's what we're doing.
See her walk past. Oh no, they give him underwear.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
And is our first combat scenario. Sort of a mini boss segment or something.
Ah.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Yeah, they let Johnny keep his underwear in this version. Meryl didn't steal it.
Great combat training right there. Yelling while shooting. Praying and praying, if you will. Fantastic, Kojima. And
I think they're throwing some grenades in a minute.
yeah, you gotta be careful of that.
Yeah, there's the grenade. I don't know how that blasted missiles out of its range. I don't know. Yay.
Game's cheating. That's how. Fuck you, game!
Thanks for the help.
Remember that wiggle. It'll be important later.
Wait! Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was
Okay,
Mantis.
that's about rounding up this episode. I just like show off the toilet and whatnot for some reason. And you can join us again for the next episode of Metal Gear Solid. That's a goodbye from me.
Also, remember to like, comment,
yes.
subscribe, and watch the whole
It really
video.
helps the channel. Thank you again for your consideration.
Indeed.
Bye.